Hey you guys, Dino Gomez here, founder of Coaching Launch as well as 7-Figure Visionary, and in today's video training we're going to be talking about how to sell high ticket. Let's get into it right now. Alright guys, coaches and course creators always want to know, right? How to sell high ticket, how do you raise your prices, how do you charge $10,000 or more for your coaching services. So that's what we're going through today. I want you guys to know this is part 2 of a video training series on how to sell high ticket. There's another video we recorded earlier that's on this channel that you should go back and watch. It is part 1 on how to sell high ticket. Today we're going to be focusing on the 4 key components, the 4 acronyms to selling high ticket. So let's dive right into this, okay? And I do want you to know it is the best day of my life, which is why I'm wearing this t-shirt. All right, so step 1, guys, to sell high ticket. You have to be concerned with who your audience is. All right, this is a big one, guys. Who are you selling to? All right, if you are selling to aspiring entrepreneurs, it's going to be tougher for you to sell high ticket because they might not necessarily already have the funds and capital to invest 5 figures into your coaching services, right? Versus if you're selling to CEOs. If you're helping CEOs, as an example, let's just say you're a relationship coach. Instead of being a relationship coach just for regular folks, if you're a relationship coach for CEOs, they have a lot more reason to make their relationship work. Obviously, a divorce is very, very expensive and cuts their income in half. So $10,000 to save a marriage is not very much to them. Likewise, guys, if you're a spirituality coach and you might say I'm a law of attraction coach, if you're really a law of attraction coach and you're helping people gain more abundance, attract more into their life, really where you're helping them attract more abundance. So you're helping them with wealth, relationships, or health, right? Again, if you're in the fitness space too, if you're focusing on, let's just say you're a fitness coach, right? Rather than helping your average Joe lose weight, what if you help online entrepreneurs stay fit, right? And that is a lot more valuable per se monetarily wise to an entrepreneur because their health as an entrepreneur is everything, right? If you lose your health as an entrepreneur, you stop working, your business dies. So it's really important as entrepreneurs that you stay healthy. So again, your audience is going to dictate a lot as far as what your prices can be, and to different audiences, your services can be more valuable to them. And so step 1, guys, is focus on your audience, all right? Step 2 is your promise. All right, and so your promise has a lot to do with your messaging. All right, and so in other words, what's the end result? What's the transformation you are promising to your audience, right? As an example, I see a lot of coaches out there, and this makes sense that there is a kind of a progress or an upgrade, but a lot of newer coaches, right, they will have the messaging, hey, I help struggling entrepreneurs land their first client. That's often what they say. All right, and so what their promise is like, hey, I'm going to help you land your first client. That's not a huge promise. It's a great promise. It solves a problem, but it's not a huge promise, just landing like one client. All right, and so to land one client, people aren't necessarily going to be willing to pay $10,000 just to learn how to land one client. All right, and so as you look at your promise, think of how can I upgrade my promise so that it's a bigger promise, it's delivering more transformation. All right, so taking that example that we just did, instead of I help struggling entrepreneurs land their first client, it can be I help entrepreneurs grow to 6 figures or multiple 6 figures. All right, that messaging is different. The promise is different. It's a much bigger promise. I think a lot of people out there are happy to pay $10,000 to learn how to grow and build a multiple 6-figure business, right? That's a massive return on investment. All right, and again, this is important why you guys go back to video training number 1 on how to sell high ticket, because in that video training we go through the timeline that helps you realize the value of your services. Because again, if you're teaching somebody, for example, how to land clients, you're basically teaching them a skill set that they're going to carry with them for the rest of their career. All right, so if you have a 45-year-old client, you teach them how to land clients, they have that skill set for another 2 decades. All right, and so the amount of value you're bringing them for them to master, let's just say sales or client attraction at age 45, they have 2 decades more where they can use that skill set. So that's going to compound for them that skill set. If you charge $10K to show them how to upgrade their sales and attract more clients in their business, they land an extra client every single month over the course of 2 decades. That turns out to be hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. All right, and so that's, again, covered in video 1 more extensively, but you have to understand what I call the compounding effect of knowledge, right? Like, why acquiring knowledge now serves you not just now, but for the rest of your entrepreneurial career. It makes sense to invest now and have that skill set with you forever. It turns into a ton, the results compound into become massive. All right, so that's in video 1 covered extensively, guys. I'll link that up below if you guys haven't missed that one. All right, so we have audience, then we have promise, and then right here we have support or otherwise services. All right, so as an example, my first coaching program was an online course teaching Facebook ads, all right? And it fell into the definition of course because it was mostly people got to log into a training area and there was a bunch of videos. We did have a Facebook group. All right, the Facebook group is a level of support, but it's not much support. All right, and so what I wanted to do is I wanted to raise the prices of our Facebook ads program. People were getting amazing results in that program. We have over 350 testimonials over there. And so I wanted to raise the price of our coaching program. So what did I do? I increased the level of support. We added in, I hired additional coaches, Facebook ad experts, to be inside of our Facebook group. Also, we began hosting multiple calls every single week on Zoom, where we would literally go into our members' Facebook ad account when they're struggling with something, whether it's their funnel, setting up their pixel, any of the technical issues. Our coaches literally help them through the technical issues, set things up for them so that their campaigns are easily run, right? What we figured out, right, was that people were struggling with some of the tech, so I was like, how can we increase our support and services? Okay, this is what we'll do. We'll host several calls per week. They will be tech strategy calls. And with Zoom, if you guys don't know of this functionality, you have remote control settings. So with our members' permission, we're able to control their computer screen. So if they were having trouble figuring out how to add the pixel to a website or how to build a funnel, we would literally be able to, our coaches do it for them on the spot. All right, this increased success rates dramatically because if your pitfall was that the tech was holding you back, we increased our services and support to make sure that got done for you so you can actually start running ads for clients and getting results, and then our testimonials skyrocketed, all right? And so when we upgraded our support and services, we also raised our price. We increased our price 5x, and people were happy to pay it because they're getting a massive return on investment because all of the support was there to make sure that they got results. All right, and so look at how you can upgrade support and services. That's what we did in our first coaching program. In our Mastermind, 7-Figure Visionary, which is for online coaches, all right, we have ridiculous support. All right, besides just 1v1 calls, right, we have brought in all of these different experts. We have a copywriting expert, a Facebook ads expert, organic marketing expert, a sales expert, and then a systems and operations coach, right, who will help you learn how to hire and delegate services, right, so that you as a coach spend more time in your what we call a zone of genius, right, and your productivity skyrockets, and so does your actual business. So we have all these different coaches in there that are providing all these different types of calls so that wherever you need support, we have you covered, all right? And so our clients that are inside of our new Mastermind 7-Figure Visionary love it because they no longer need to hire 5 different coaches for all different things. And they're not hopping on a Zoom call with 100 other people where they never actually get their question addressed. Instead, we have all these different coaches covering different subject matters. So inside of our Mastermind, we have massive support and services that allows us to charge a higher ticket price because it's more valuable to our clients and they get much better results because of that support. All right, and so that's the third one. The last one, guys, is, and people don't talk about this at all, is duration. Duration is big. How long are you providing these services? So for example, if you're a coach and maybe you're offering 1v1 services, or let's just put it like this, maybe you're considering hiring a coach. All right, if they were going to charge you $1,000, or maybe they're going to charge you $5,000, if they're like, yeah, my 1v1 coaching is $5,000 for 1 week of coaching, and you get 3 calls with me over the course of 7 days, it's $5,000. That's not a very long duration. All right, and so if you change this duration to be 6 months or even 12 months, right, it's much easier to justify charging $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 for your coaching program because you officially have a mastermind. People are are getting your support and your services for the course of 6 months, even up to a year, right? And so look at duration, right? That's another key component of being able to justify charging high ticket. Because again, if you have versus like a 6-week program, like a 6-week program versus a 6-month program is vastly different. People in our mastermind know that they're going to get our support and have all these different expert level coaches to support them, right? And they're going to have access to that for anywhere from 6 to 12 months, depending on which option they sign up for. And so that as well allows you to raise your prices because you're servicing your clients for a longer period of time. Now, guys, this are the 4 key components to selling high ticket. But I want to make this clear, guys. Don't think that like you can just take this and run with it and then you'll just start selling high ticket. I don't want to make that false claim and promise that like you just do these 4 things and you're good. There's a lot of nuances that go into this, right? Upgrading your messaging, having the marketing that attracts the right audience, actually dialing in what the promise is, knowing what your clientele prospects want so that they're willing to pay high ticket for it, understanding how to deliver additional levels of support and services, which areas are problematic, how to actually design your program, what goes into it, actually being able to sell is a whole different thing and communicate the value of your services on these types of calls, and then again, program design. So there's a lot of different components that go into this, and so I just want to be very clear. These are the 4 main components of it, but inside each of those components are a lot of different things. All right, and so guys, if this video training was helpful, we do 2 to 3 of these video trainings every single week, so be sure to hit the subscribe button. Also, if you have any questions, drop a question off below. And if you guys are interested in up-leveling your coaching business, all right, to growing to what we're seeing our clients doing is they're growing to multiple 6 figures and are on track for 7-figure run rates, then go ahead. I'll leave a link beneath this video where you can check out 7-Figure Visionary, which is our online mastermind for online coaches where you get all of that crazy type of support that I was talking about. We have amazing testimonials coming out from it. It is a brand new mastermind, and so we're super excited about it. We're supporting our clients at a very, very high level, and it's just awesome what's happening in there. So if you guys want more information about that, I'll leave a link beneath this video. Otherwise, guys, be sure to stay tuned. We will have a bunch more cool video training coming out, as well as a podcast that's launching soon called The Secrets of Coaching, where we are going to consistently discuss all the tactics, strategies, mindsets, upgrades, mistakes we've made, and learning lessons to grow a 6 to 7-figure online coaching business. All right, so stay tuned for all of that, guys. That is it for this video. I hope this video training was helpful. We will see you guys in the next one.